Nearly 4 million dogs and cats are euthanized annually in U.S. animal shelters to make room for the overwhelming pet population. To many, these numbers may be shocking. I work at an animal shelter that is forced to euthanize for room, and I can tell you from first-hand experience that the pet population is out of control. The reason for the unmanageable number of animals is due to the irresponsibility of pet owners. I would like to urge everyone to not only spay and neuter their own animals, but to urge others to do the same. Spaying and neutering can help your dog or cat live a longer and happier life. It can reduce behavioral problems, save pet owners money, and it can benefit the community in many ways. Spaying and neutering can help your animal to live a longer life. Animals that are fixed are less likely to wander and get into fights. Getting your cat or dog spayed can greatly reduce the risk for uterine infection, uterine cancer, and other cancers of the reproductive system. It also eliminates the stress and discomfort that females undergo during a heat period. Neutered cats and dogs are less likely to get prostate cancer and eliminate their chances of developing testicular cancer. Pets that are spayed and neutered are also less likely to contract diseases such as feline leukemia and feline AIDS, which are spread through bodily fluids. Another benefit of spaying and neutering is the reduction of behavioral problems in pets. Dogs that aren't neutered are more prone to aggression and are more likely to urinate in unwanted places. Although it is usually expected of male dogs, female dogs do it too sometimes. Cats that aren't neutered are much more likely to spray, but female cats do it too. Neutering solves 90% of all marking problems. Spaying and neutering also reduces wandering and aggression. Females in heat often wander to look for a mate. Studies show that most bite cases involve dogs that aren't fixed. Dogs and cats that aren't fixed can be very territorial and exhibit dominant behaviors such as excessive barking and mounting. They also tend to be more destructive. While spaying and neutering will curb some bad behaviors, it won't change your pet's personality. It'll just reduce the anxiety and instinct to reproduce. I've observed dogs and cats at the shelter where I work that weren't fixed, and they did exhibit problematic behaviors, and that's especially the males. I've had all of my pets spayed and neutered, and it has made them better pets. Ultimately, spaying and neutering can save pet owners money. The cost to treat reproductive cancers can go into the thousands. And as I said earlier, pets that aren't fixed tend to be more destructive and get into fights with other animals. This could cost pet owners more money for vet bills and damaged property. The cost of caring for a litter of puppies and kittens is also expensive. Paying for vet checkups, shots, flea medication, worming medications, and food after they've been weaned, and many other expenses can be overwhelming. And besides the expense, puppies and kittens can be very messy and very time-consuming for the pet owner. Spaying and neutering is also beneficial to our community. There are so many unwanted and homeless pets, it's upsetting. And I've made a chart here of the reproductive times for dogs and cats. And the gestation period for dogs is 63 days, and the gestation period for cats is 66 days, while with people it's about 273 days. The number of litters annually for dogs is 2, while the number of litters annually for cats is 3, which with people it's normally just 1. And then the numbers of puppies per litter are 6 to 10, and the number of kittens per year are 2 to 5. And with people it's usually just 1, even though sometimes people have twins or quadruplets or triplets. So, one female dog and her puppies can produce 67,000 dogs in only 6 years, while a female cat and her kittens can produce 370,000 cats in 7 years. So, let's think about this for a minute. Let's think about this compared to people. One mother and her children in 6 years, how many kids can be produced? Well, the children aren't going to have more children because they're only going to be 6 or 7. The mother could have a good bit of children in that time, but she's not going to have 67,000 children. So dogs and cats reproduce a lot quicker than people do. The overwhelming pet population is emotionally hard on animal lovers and financially hard on the community. Communities often spend millions of taxpayer dollars to house and care for unwanted animals, and also to euthanize those that cannot be placed. Spaying and neutering will reduce the number of homeless pets. It will also reduce the amount of taxpayer money spent to care for these unwanted animals. And to help fix this problem, there are things that you, the people of the community, can do. First off, spay and neuter all of your pets. Spays and neuters are the most commonly performed animal surgeries. After surgery, your animal will be back to their self in a day or two. And many places, including the animal shelter where I work, offer low-cost spay and neuter programs that can help pet owners pay for their animals' spays and neuters. Another important way to help lower the pet population is not to support breeders and pet shops. They're adding to the overpopulation crisis, and they're taking away homes from shelter pets that are in the most need. If you want a dog or cat, go to your local animal shelter. We need to support the shelters because they're the ones trying to help the overpopulation problem. And also encourage the people you know to spay and neuter their pets. If more people are aware of the problem we're facing, then maybe it could be resolved. But if people don't know there's a problem, they can't help. Imagine a world where there are no more homeless pets. For animal lovers, it's a dream come true. I don't know anyone who enjoys seeing dogs and cats squished in the road or seeing animals abandoned by their owners. It's a waste of taxpayer money to care for and euthanize animals that are a product of pet owner irresponsibility. We could do much better things with our community's money. Spaying and neutering is something we should all encourage because it benefits all of us.